channel, guys. In today's video we are picking up a 2004 Honda cr85. It's just a few minutes down the road, so we're gonna go pick it up for a quick 500 bucks. He originally wanted 700 for it, and I talked him down to 5. And I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. It definitely is not the prettiest bikes. It's missing some plastics, and the plastics that are on it are faded to hell and back. The plastics aren't that expensive these days, and the top end, if it does need that, isn't too crazy from what I've seen online. So hopefully there's nothing too major wrong with the bike as far as getting it running. And who knows, I might try to sell this bike, or I may keep it. Knowing me, I'm probably going to keep it though. Alright guys, I'm not going to record anything. I'm not going to record when I get there, nothing like that, just because I don't know how the guy feels about it. But I'll show you the bike when it's in the back of the truck. Stay tuned for that. Alright guys, we picked up the bike. You can see it there in the back of the truck. The guy was super nice. I actually know him and his older brother. And my wife actually taught him in school. So small towns, that's what you get. Typically you run into people that you know. Appreciate it. He's a cool guy. Went down on the price for me and everything. It's going to need some love for sure. Guess that's some leaves blowing out of the back of my truck. It's definitely rough. It's probably gonna need a whole new top end, which, as I expected from the pictures and just how much, you know, work's gonna need to be put in it. Just from the looks of the bike, you can already tell it's gonna need a top end. So that was already a given. It's gonna be a slow project. I'm currently working on a lot of other ones at this time, and this is probably gonna be one of my last projects that I do. I'm gonna save it for the end. I'm gonna try to get my YZ and everything done, get Katie's four-wheeler done, and then definitely get rolling on that. But we got to get those bikes, my bike and her four-wheeler, done first. So this one's probably going to take a little while to get all the way, you know, restored, but I'm not stressing it. It's not a bad bike. You'll see it in later on in the video. Whenever I get home, I can show you more in-depth video of the bike itself. So I didn't really look at it too much. I'm not sure what the condition is. It was just kind of buy it as is. And 500 was the lowest he'd take for it, and if worse comes to worst, I can just sell it and try to get some of my money back. But we're gonna try to get it restored and fixed. I'm not gonna try to do any startup at all, because it sounds kind of crunchy when you go to pull the kickstart lever down. So we're not even gonna attempt to try to start this bike. We're just gonna delve right into it whenever we get the money back up from it, and then see exactly what all it's gonna need before I try to do anything as far as starting it, because like I said, I can already tell it's going to need a rebuild. This guy did not have any lights on his trailer, so that was kind of close. Anyway guys, I'll catch you back when I get to the house. We're going to check out the bike, and then let me know if y'all think I overpaid for it. But it's kind of a rare bike to find, so you don't really find them around this area that often. And like I said, it's a two-stroke. You can't really ever go wrong with one of them unless the crank's all locked up. But even then, it's not too much of a hassle to rebuild the crank and everything, or put a new crank in. Alright guys, stay tuned for the rest of the video and you'll see what this bike looks like. Alright guys, we are back at the house. Here's a closer look of the bike now that we are not driving. It is, like I said, really rough. But does have potential, being that it's a two-stroke. In my eyes, every two-stroke has potential. So, and now the good part of it does have a full FMF exhaust. Apparently I'm a sucker for those. Gold series. Yeah, so it's a cr85, but it's gonna need some love. Okay guys, stay tuned for the rest of the 2004 Honda cr85 rebuild. That's gonna be the future build and everything like that. So hopefully it turns out pretty good. Hopefully it's not that hard to work on, but we're gonna figure it out. It's under the tarp currently, so yeah, that's gonna be probably one of the later projects that I'm gonna do. I gotta work on my car as well, so that'll probably come first before the bike. But I figured the bike's not hurting anything sitting here, so. But yeah, stay tuned for that, and then hopefully it'll rip pretty good once we get it done. Trying to cover this 250 so the sun and rain isn't ruining it. Gotta get me a better tarp, because this one is looking like shit. Alright guys, that would be it for the cr85. I have to get used to saying that because I'm a Yamaha guy. I surprisingly bought a Honda, but you're not really going to find a bike like that in this area because they're so rare. You don't really find two-stroke race bikes like that. It's going to need a whole top end, I already can guarantee that. And then some new tires. I think the tube's hold air, but I'm just going to replace them. Probably I might as well just do everything brand new on it, and then make it a nice, reliable little bike. So it's gonna be a little putt around bike. But other than that, it'll be pretty fun to rip on, and I can't wait to get the YZ done more than anything. And then hopefully it stays reliable. So trying to get the jetting right and all that for that FMF. It's kind of hard because I'm not really familiar with all that stuff. And then we also have another mini bike build we're gonna do. So that'll all be on this channel. So stay tuned for all that, guys. Thanks for watching.